This is Theresa, and I'd like to welcome you to the Taste of Epcot, the 25th anniversary of Food and Wine Festival. Today, Cammie and I will be bringing you around the world for a glimpse of all 20 marketplaces at this limited time Food and Wine Festival. We're excited to show you, so come on in. The world awaits.
Okay, everyone, we finally made it through security. It's a little warm out. We passed the temperature and health screening by Advent Health with flying colors, so that's always a good thing. And we're going to go on a little walk talk of Epcot today. My name is Cam. Put it up on the screen for those who don't have their volume up. That's me, the Epcot Cuisine. We're going to take a quick walk around here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. We're walking right down the middle. We're going to turn left because I can see Islands of the Caribbean. No line, Islands of the Caribbean was here last year. They have the Ropa Vieja again, jerk spice chicken, which I really loved. And flan coco, it's a new, or flan coco, cochio. It's a passion fruit cake with coconut flan, which replaced last year's quesitos. But don't worry, we have a video for quesitos so that you can make them at home if you like. We have a beer and a beer, a wine, and a mojito. Always really nice. Islands of the Caribbean really catches your eye. Hey, that guy's shirt matches the sign. Earth Eats made it to the main stage. Vegetarians are up in front here early on in the Food and Wine Festival. This year it looks like they have a farmhouse meatball, the burger slider, which they had last year, and a dessert, chocolate pudding terranium. They have a couple of non-alcoholic drinks there, and a violet lemonade ale from Titusville, Florida sounds pretty good. Last year they also had a cottage pie, which has been replaced, which is great. We didn't really like that one too much. And Mexico. That is a ribeye taco you're looking at there. What an outstanding snack. There's also a mango smoky margarita. The pork tostada was a very strong entry from last year. And they have some new beers. No Corona this year. It's a Tolom Artisanal. I think they're out of Cancun, I believe. The sangria, the classic margarita, which is always good, and again, the mango smoky margarita, which we will have a review on. So let's cruise right along towards Norway. There is no Norwegian food option this year. There's also, the bakery is closed, so we're just going to keep going on towards China. China had a number of good offerings last year. It's a shortened menu. The chicken dumplings are my favorite, that Mongolian beef bao bun. Those are your food options. We also have jasmine beer, the punch, and the happy peach. China had ribs last year that were really, really good. I'm sad that they're not here. Cruising along to the Alps. No menu yet, coming this fall. Last year they had a warm Swiss cheese plate with potatoes and a baguette, venison stew, and a blueberry almond frangipane tart, which I really, really enjoyed. Africa, also a new and updated menu. Look at that. Vegan corn and white beans from Spicy Kenyan, and skewered shrimp and citrus couscous. Tusker Lager is always refreshing. Had the Jam Jar Sweet Syrahs. It was a little bit too sweet. and everybody's favorite Dasani bottled water. All right, and we're continuing our walk towards Germany, another great spot. There's no pretzels this year, and the little beer area outside is closed. The pavilion is looking just as enticing as ever. Short lines, which we love. And I'll give you a hint. Here's some free advice. Just go up to the counter and ask for pasta gratin. Don't try to pronounce that. The bratwurst, which we also reviewed, really, really good this year. Pretzel roll made it outstanding. And the old standby vanilla strudel, a very good way to round out your German. Festbier Lager was outstanding.
Thank you. It's been very popular today. There we go.
Complemented the roast bratwurst really well. There's also a couple of Rieslings. Villa Wolf Pinot Noir, which you can get in the Weinkeller as well. Nice offering from Germany this year. Oh, and one of the other things from the 25th anniversary is the character appearances. Yep, they're waving at us. Looks like Spain is going to open later this fall. Last year they had paella, charcuterie in a cone, and a seafood salad, a couple of nice wine options, and a beer. So hopefully they'll bring some of those things back. Doing a quick look around here. Hi, Guy. Let's move on to Italy. So Italy is one of our favorite places also to eat. We all love Italian food, of course, but they do a pretty good job at this food booth every year. Even if the items look pretty straightforward. This year they have the margherita pizza, which has whole tomatoes on top, nice, thin crust, cheese tortellini and a vodka sauce with bacon, provolone, ricotta, fontina, and Parmesan cheese. Really well balanced, highly recommend. And chocolate covered cannoli. So that also is a pretty strong trifecta. There's a Peroni, the Roman beer, and then 6 or 7 other offerings there. The Gabbiano Chianti is something I would normally drink at home. I felt it was a little bit high priced. At $10, you can get a whole bottle at the store for I think $7. So they're definitely offering more drinks here because the normal wine area, the Enoteca, is closed currently. There's the new barbecue smokehouse, the Regal Eagle smokehouse, and the smokers out front there. It's brand new if you haven't tried it. They cover barbecue from all around the United States. You can get all of your classic favorites. Ooh, a mailbox, look at that. I wish I had something maybe a postcard to drop in there. And it works. Turn of the century. Classic Disney. The America Pavilion, looking good. Hops and Barley is the only offering this year, so the little Block and Hans is not open. Hops and Barley is featuring the lobster roll from New England, a Southern Seafood Broil, which is a new offering, and 3 beers, and one of my favorite wines, Broadside Cabernet, at $5. That is a bargain, and the carrot cake to go with it. Carrot cake they had last year, it's always good. It's a little round cake with some frosting on top of it. Nice treat. Street corn funnel cake. Sounds amazing. Cookies and cream funnel cake. I like funnel cake, in case you didn't know. But let's keep on moving and see what's coming up next. Looks like Japan. But Japan has a tempura donbori, which is a shrimp and a vegetable tempura, frothy ramen, and a sushi flower pot, which is visually appealing. We do have a booth review right now of Japan and citrus blossom, so click that link. And the Kirin beer is always my favorite Japanese beverage. Here we go, Morocco. Morocco is a surprise all the time. They have actually put out some pretty good food. I love the baklava. That was there last year. The spicy hummus fries look really visually intriguing, also a holdover. But they have a beef kefta pocket this year, replacing their steak flatbread, which is nice. The Mediterranean beer, I believe, is a Casa beer, which is a light lager, very refreshing on a hot day like this. And the red wine is, I think, a little bit on the sweet side. The sangria and the mimosa royale are also rounding out the drink options. It's a little bit busier in this part. Of course, we're heading towards Brazil. I mean, my favorite part of that Brazilian area is the cheese spread. Hopefully it's on the menu. There it is, shortened menu. Brazilian cheese spread and crispy pork belly. Those are two holdovers from last year. The capraina also goes really well with that pork belly. Actually, it goes good with anything, even on its own. Highly recommend. The beer and the water, same as last year. Need to make your own Brazilian cheese bread? There's a recipe for you right there. We show you how to make it easy in the home. There is France. Looking great. France has the onion tart with the goat cheese again. That is actually a really savory treat. They have braised duck with mashed sweet potatoes. That's a new entry. And Kronenbourg Blanc. We had the regular Kronenbourg earlier, so that's a pale lager. Really nice. And the Bordeaux is always a good choice, especially at $6. The rosé frozen slushy won't hurt anybody either. And you may have noticed Evian water here. So one of the only pavilions that does not have Dasani, and for good reason. Cruising through the UK, taking a look around. Everybody's phone booths. No line for the phone booth. Hop in there. To the World Showplace. This is where they held Party of the Senses last year and a couple of other events, all the food events. They're not doing them this year, so they moved some booths inside. One of the best parts of this is the air conditioning and the obvious shade from the sun. So festival favorites, not all the booths are open, but the spanakopita from Greece, big time favorite, the seafood pie from Ireland, and the pierogies from Poland. All in one line. Really great idea. I applaud this idea by Disney. They also have a couple of drinks in here as well. So our recommendations, the Frog's Leap Zinfandel is a great expression of fruit. The Cabernet Franc is also a very dry red wine, tastes great. And from California, the Conundrum Red Blend. I like red wines even on a hot day. Those are really great opportunities to experience wines at a pretty decent price. So cruising down to mac and cheese. Who doesn't love mac and cheese? So that gourmet is pretty much garlic and fine herbs. I had that. It was really super good. The buffalo chicken mac and cheese, also good. So the chicken is kind of on the side and you mix it up on your own. And the same with the lobster mac and cheese, which also received pretty high ratings. I think I may also want to try that sausage and peppers mac and cheese, but it was a little bit too hot. So grabbing a Radler there, which is a beer Hefeweizen mixed with lemonade, was really, nice to take a little bit of the dryness out of the day. Desserts and champagne. Liquid nitro chocolate cake pops with and without Twix or M&Ms. They look like big lollipops more than a traditional tiny cake pop. So at $4, pretty good. We had the Twix, loved it. Frozen s'mores, also a good choice. You could get vodka whipped cream on it, which is great. If you're feeling a little flashy, if you're balling today, Dom Perignon, $32. That is a sipping size. I think it's a 6-ounce pour or a 4-ounce pour. The good news is, if you don't like it, you're only out $32. If you buy a whole bottle, you'll be set back over $100. So high class Disney. The food at the Appleseed Orchard, exactly the same as last year. The charcuterie and cheese plate, which is a little bit of a surprise. That Applejack syrup mixture is really outstanding. Caramel apple popcorn was also a pretty good treat, as long as you're okay carrying around a little red apple filled with popcorn. The drink side, the frozen apple pie was a really, really nice treat. They have real apples in the bottom with a fruit juice and a graham cracker top. I also want to try that Ghost in the Machine double IPA out of Louisiana. That sounds great. And the Banana Bliss hard cider sounded interesting. They tried to sell it to me at the counter, but I wasn't into it for that particular time. We went with the frozen apple pie and the Tropicana citrus IPA. So hopefully we'll be able to make it back and do a couple more. The Apple Blossom Sky may also wind up in a review here pretty short. Moving on to Canada. They got a little facelift in their pavilion. It's looking really good. Same menu as last year, bacon and cheddar soup with the pretzel roll. That was a win. And of course, the filet mignon. If you get a good piece, it's an outstanding value. We once or twice got ones that were a little bit cooler and maybe not as tender as the one that we had today. Highly recommend the filet mignon. If you like a sweet wine, the ice wine is a nice treat on a summer day. It's a little expensive. The Merlot is also a nice drink to pair with the steak from the Canadian Pavilion. Citrus Blossom. So we have reviews of this. Both of the lobster tail and the crispy citrus chicken. Great flavor, very well balanced on both of them. And the coconut key lime ale was appropriately balanced as well. It had a nice hoppiness, but it also had that little bit of sweet tart from the key lime. And that orange wine slushy, the Orange Sunshine, will be in a review also as well here in short order. Wouldn't be a day without Disney ducks. I know we're not supposed to feed them, but they know where they get their food from, that's for sure. And Hawaii. Hawaii has been slightly moved, but still has some of the same great items that we're always used to. The Kahlua pork slider, we'll have a review on that. And the teriyaki glazed Spam hash, which sounds weird, but everybody says it's good, so I think we should try that. That Maui Brewing Company, the pineapple mono wheat, I didn't try that yet, but we definitely will. And the Aulani Sunrise, which I felt was a little bit sweet, but others did not. Oh, and the Refreshment Port. The poutine is actually pretty good. I think it's here most of the year. They also have the Dole Whip pineapple and that Zing Zang Bloody Mary. I think that's a special that they're doing this year. Check out Shimmering Sips. That strawberry soft serve is outstanding. Love the waffle cone. I was a little weirded out by the plant-based banana bread. I might try that. but we did not today. 4 mimosas. Really nice. They should have a flight. We're happy to see you too. And that is it. Do not forget to like this video, comment, subscribe, of course. We're going to be getting really in depth with the reviews of the various booths. We don't want you to miss any of that information as we release it. And as Disney opens up the menu and more of the locations at the 25th anniversary Taste of Epcot Food and Wine Festival from July 15th until I'm done eating.